welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daytona International Speedway as we get ready for the Coke Zero Sugar 400 here live tonight. But most importantly, this is the regular season finale in the Budweiser All-Pro Series. 30 races. This is race number 20 of 30. And it's going to come down to this. We have a lot to talk about here. And I mean a lot to talk about. First off, let me give you the current rundown of the playoff grid. Right now, as of this race. Right now, RJ Bishop, Kev Shearer, Benjamin Miles, Matthew Rodriguez, the top four with 2 wins. Chris Dollerton, William Brock, Dylan Young, Trent Dunham, Stephen Colin, Charles Sanford, and Stephen Pollard, who just eked his way back up into the top 25 in points. Those are the people who are locked in as of this moment. There's 5 drivers that can still point their way in if nothing else happens, and those currently are Harrison Ponder, Clint Spillman, Zach Rogers, Dylan Potey, and Ali Rain. Those make up the top 16 in the playoff grid at this moment. Now, the 5 drivers just outside the top 16, I can't seem to talk, are Henry Sanford, who's minus 37 points, Charles Buxton, who's minus 43 points, Cole Deaver, who's minus 56 points, Samet Ozken minus 65, and Zachary Fitzwater minus 97. Now, that's how they look in the playoff grid right now in terms of seeds and everything else like that. However, and that's because we have 4 drivers on the outside of the top 25 that their wins do not count for them to get locked into the field. Those drivers include Nathan Ormond, who's sitting 36th in points, mathematically ineligible to make the playoffs. Christina Bell, she's sitting 34th in points, also mathematically ineligible to make the playoffs, as they are just too far behind that top 25 marker. Cody Lamas, he is 28th in points. He is how far out is he? Cody Lamas is 20, 27. 34, 48 points out of the top. He has 48 points out of the top 25 right now, and that's just doing the math in my head. He's 48 points out of the top 25. He can still, with a great finish here, mathematically get back into the top 25, so his win will count for the playoffs. Jonathan Zorline, who had just got his victory the other week at the previous race at New Hampshire. He is 27th in points. He climbed up 1 position. He's still 2 spots out of the top 25, and he is actually much closer. 14 plus 7, 22. He is 22 points out of the top 25. Now, Stephen Pollard, who was pointed himself into the playoffs, he is now the bubble driver. Stephen Pollard, he's the bubble driver. He's 25th in points right now. He is 10 points ahead of Roberto Crown Jr., who is not really eligible to be in here unless he wins. And then, so he's about 14. Yeah, he's that far behind. I said Stephen Pollard was ahead. And now Kev Shearer, who's 23rd in points. A poor finish from him could knock himself out of the top 25, and then his 2 wins won't count. So we've got a lot to cover, and we're not going to know who the champions, who the final 6, the playoff 16 are, until after I do the editing on this video. So, unfortunately, we're not going to know anything until the end of this video, and we can see exactly who's going to point their way in. We are now going to go trackside to get the opening ceremonies here for the Coke Zero Sugar 400 and get this race underway.
Welcome tonight's Grand Marshals, stars of the Grown Ups 2 in theaters on July 12th. Adam Sandler, Kevin James, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. Thanks to the troops for making sure we can have a great time during that wonderful American time of life. You know, Adam Sandler was... I wasn't always just a comedian. Kevin James was not only just a wrestler, and Shaq was not only just a great massage therapist. We used to be a great boy band. We're going to sing our greatest hit tonight. Goes like this. Lady and gentlemen, you need to stop.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The engines are fired. The driver's driving off pit lane. We are getting ready for 24 laps of racing around this 2.5 mile super speedway. Looking at that pace car. Cole Deaver on the outside. Charlie Buxton in second. Getting ready for 24 of the most exciting laps that's going to come to fruition here at Daytona. The prize, not only of that fake Monopoly dollar. Looks like we already have an issue with somebody. Somebody's already having an issue. That looks to be the 10. Something amiss in Rob Evans. In Rob Evans' car. He is down closer to the apron, which is not where you want to be. You see him just pull down to the inside there. He is on the apron. Obviously something amiss with him. He's going to probably miss the start and have to start on pit road. So he's going to hope that an early caution comes out that's going to save him from whatever the problem is on that number 10 machine. And that's not good for him, as he is one of the cars that was trying to point his way into the top 26. Here they come off of turn number 4. The pace car and the number 10 are going to come down, or coming down pit road to start. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 is underway. We're green here at Daytona. One of the things I forgot to mention, keeping an eye on the 10, looks like a possible tire problem on the number 10 machine. One thing I forgot to mention too before in pre-race, this racetrack, these drivers can really manipulate the draft with their cars. The outside lane is pretty strong. But if these cars start going 3 wide like you see them doing right now, with the 51 out in the lead, the 51 car can and will be able to control the draft. As you see, the 4 and the 14 both clear. Coming to lead lap number 1, it's going to be rookie Charlie Buxton in the 51 for Rick Ware Racing. Charlie unable to go to the inside to block the 14 of Allie Rain. Allie, another driver, she is in the top 16 in points, but could very easily be knocked out if another driver were to win, or one of the drivers below the top 25 are able to get up into the top 25. So Allie definitely would need a win to secure her spot. But instead, she's unable to block. Here comes the 17. That is Zach Rogers. Look at these drivers right here. Look at them. Here they come. Here comes the 18 of Nathan Ormond. He's going to try to make it 3 wide for the lead. And the 14 still led that lap on the outside. Look at this. The push by Charlie Buxton pushes the 14 car out to the lead. Man, I counted him out. I thought he was going to fall back. Or, excuse me, she was going to fall back there. But she didn't. She is able to hold her own. 2 laps complete, or 2.5 laps complete. Look at how the 14 is able to kind of just gap the rest of this field. They're going 3 wide here. The 17 trying to get pushed free. And we'll see if the 17 is able to do so. Up to the outside lane, gonna look down under. Is the 17 gonna get pushed clear by Charlie Buxton? We'll have to find out. Not a strong enough push, and we got trouble in the back. Oh, we got no Dylan Poteet involved. Dylan Young involved. Seth Colesing involved. Cody Lamas is getting involved as well. And I see Clint Spillman in there as well. Big time accident here in turns number 1. It's going to bring the caution out for the first time here tonight. The 43 is Stephen Pollard. He's involved. That could knock him right out of the top 25. And this is exactly what that 10 car needed of Rob Evans. Rob really needed that caution for where he can get around and come back around. As they're coming to the caution flag right now, Allie Rain gonna be the race leader. Cody Lamas, Samet Ozkin, Dylan Young, and others. We're gonna go ahead as these cars get up to the pace car. We're gonna go take a look and see at what happened to bring out the first caution of the night here at Daytona. So stay tuned. All right, we're looking at it here as you see them coming along nicely. They are 4 wide between the 20, the 99, the 3, and the 2. Then now suddenly becomes about the 11. They start squeezing. There's not a lot of room. The 11 car comes up just a little bit because of the air pressure difference. And up in the wrecking they go. See, Dylan Young gets it pointed the right way. But then here comes Dylan Poteet just to come nose up hard into the wall. 77 just squeezes through. Henry Sanford hits the wall and then bounces into Poteet. That's where the 48 got his damage from Dylan Young. And Seth Cole just really a pickle in the middle there. Just really nowhere to go as he's trying to hard stop on the brakes, as well as the 23 of Benjamin Miles. So this huge wreck is what brings out the first caution of the day. Let's go back up for the restart and see who's out of this race and who's continuing. Welcome back to Daytona. We've got the 1 to go signal. Getting ready to go back to racing this time by. And here are the drivers out of the race officially retired. Dylan Young, who that could drop him in the points, but I think he's far enough ahead in the points that he could still be locked in. We've got the 11 of Samet Ozkin. His playoff hopes are over. So are Stephen Pollard III's. After just climbing back into the top 25, this wreck early on will unfortunately remove him as well as Cody Lamas from contention to make it into the playoffs. Your top 10 rundown. We've got teammates Ali Rain and Zachary Fitzwater. Roberto Crown Jr. is 3rd, Zach Rogers 4th, Jessica Shelton in 5th, Nathan Ormond in 6th, Charlie Buxton in 7th, Charles Buxton, his father, in 8th, Alex Tanker 9th, and Sky Commons in 10th. And as you can see, Henry Sanford pulling up to the inside here. He is damaged and 1 lap down. Dylan Poteet, without a rear bumper, is still managing to move on. He is trying to stay in the top 16 in points. And he's just got to hope that others have a bad day without him being more involved in it. We're getting ready to come to the green flag to restart the Coke 0400. Pace car will dive in. There he goes. Henry Sanford damaged on the front end, but able to continue. They tried to repair it as best they could. Green flag is back out. "17 choosing to get... Oh no! Oh no, the 4! Oh my goodness, and the 4 car, I don't know what happened there, but we have another huge pileup. Another huge wreck here in turn number 1, and that all started when Zachary Fitzwater blew his motor. Oh no, Chris Dollarton, Matthew Rodriguez, Harrison Ponder, Kev Shear, Fitzwater, of course, and Cole Deaver involved. Stephen Colin has damage. Seth Cole has damage. Jonathan Zorline has damage. That's not going to be good. Benjamin Miles. Levi McIntyre has some rear end damage. And Clint Spillman. As well as the 7 of William Brock. And it looks like the 21 of Nick Gunther has damage as well. As we are back under the caution flag. This is not how this was supposed to work. This was not supposed to turn out like the Daytona 500. And the 16 of Roberto Crown Jr. is the race leader. You know what? I'm not even going to cut back. This we've really just got to look at this. The 4 on board. I mean, look at this. This is just absolutely incredible. Getting up to speed and then suddenly pow. I don't know how Jessica Shelton got through, but then right there, the 15, the 7, the 21, the 42 flips over, and it's just a big pylon. And I think somehow the 2 made it through. Or the, I think that was the, what was it? The 10, sorry. Dylan Poteet was also part of that. Oops, I keep hitting that. Dylan Poteet looks like he was involved in it. He's got some front end damage. But he was able to continue, but then he got teleported to pit road. Just absolutely incredible. Hold on, I actually want to go on board with the 4 car. Let's do that. Watch. He tried to keep it in the wall. He tried. I got to give him credit for trying to keep it in the wall. But unfortunately, there was just nothing that could be done. Absolutely nothing that could be done about that. That was a very tough one, to say the least. think the lights are still on. Got to go one more lap. Well, we got more drivers out of this, including the 8 of Clint Spillman, the 41, Jonathan Zorline. Unfortunately, he will not be able to make the playoffs with his win. The 7 of William Brock, the 23 of Benjamin Miles, the 47 of Stephen Colin, and the 15 of Kev Shearer, who I said was on the verge of being knocked out of the top 25. So it looks like this playoff grid is going to shake up quite a bit as we are getting ready. The pace car about to head on off. The 96 car of Henry Sanford trying to survive. Let's see. Where is the 12 of Dylan Poteet? Oh, the 12 of Dylan Poteet's off too. Oh, man. You see, as we're going to look around, Dylan Poteet's out of the race as well. Cole Deaver, Harrison Ponder, the 66 of Chris Dollarton is out. Matthew Rodriguez, Dylan Young. That's just a massive accident, all from one blown motor at the front of the field. That's all it took, was one blown motor from the front of the field. Look at how spread out these cars are now, because there's not very many undamaged cars left, and we've still got a decent amount of the race left. So we'll see if any of these cars are able to bunch up and try to make a difference here. The 14, Allie Rain, trying to... 14 of Allie Rain. We've got a bit of a Ford Alliance on the inside and a Chevy Alliance on the outside. But here comes another couple of Fords trying to get up here into the mix. We've got the father and son duo up here. The 22 back there of RJ Bishop. He was our Daytona 500 winner. He knows how to get it done up here. Now all he's got to do is catch up here. Jessica Shelton, and I believe that is Noah Hart in the 37, and then here's the 10. These cars are just gonna try to get up here. Allie Rain still trying to pass and clear for the lead. '14 has the lead, but here comes the 53. That's rookie Charles Buxton, who, if he were to win here, would get into the chase. Down the inside they go. The 53 able to get clear. Here comes Trent Dunham and Kyle Matthews, who have survived all the carnage. Kyle Matthews, desperately looking for a win, would not be eligible to make the playoffs with the win, but a win would be nice for him. Here comes Trent Dunham. We all know Trent's luck at Daytona. He's getting help from Kyle Matthews and James Qualls. Outside lane still trying to hold something here. But the inside lane is trying to fight back. Side by side, neither lane really getting the advantage. Off the corner, coming to the line. The outside lane has the momentum. Charles is going to lead this lap. Down they go, still looking through turns 3 and 4. Still side by side battling. We'll see if Charles Buxton can be pushed clear of the 1. And it looks like he is. Will the 6 car get clear, though? That's the question. And the 6 car will not get clear. So rookie Charles Buxton will be clamoring on and controlling the draft, as they are 4 wide back here. And we all know how well 4 wide works out, and that's not very well. Squeezing and wheeling and dealing. It looks like they're able to make it work for now. Jessica Shelton up here. Now they're going to go back to 3 wide. Shelton up here looking. The 6 car able to break clear. A couple of Fords at the front of the pack. The 6 of Sky Commons. He's got a teammate in Zach Rogers. He's trying to get up here. Kyle Matthews still trying to get up here as well. Oh, the 53 car went high. Here comes the 6 to the inside with the help of Allie Rain. Three wide for the racing lead up here. Allie trying to get it. Kyle Matthews getting a hard charge on the inside lane. Thought almost they were going to go 4 wide there. Allie going to go up to the top side. Try to control the draft. Kyle Matthews now into the 2nd position. His cars are coming up on the 21. 3 wide. Allie controlling the draft. Trent Dunham in 2nd now. '21's going to hold up right in the middle of the track. The 14 had to get on the brakes. Now a couple of cars are getting held up by the 21, who's going to stay to the outside lane. That's going to make the 14 and the 16 a dual combo here. And we'll see if the rest of them can catch up. Coming to 3 laps to go this time. They've got 3 laps to do it if they can. Here comes the 16, gonna duck to the inside of the 14. But here comes the rest of the pack trying to get back. Roberto Crown Jr. was outside the top 25, but with a win that could catapult him inside the top 25 and right into the chase. Here comes James Qualls to the inside. Two laps to go at the line. Two laps to go here at the Coke Zero Sugar 400. The 34 is going to stay to the outside. This is exactly what that 16 wants to see in his rearview mirror is 3 wide. The 22 is going to clear himself. The 22 trying to get the run and the momentum. 3 by 3 behind the 16. The 9 is going to try to push her teammate clear. The 5 car is clear. Now, can the 5 car remain clear and reel in that 16 on the white flag? 1 lap of racing to go. The 16 has a really, really big lead. But that might be all he needs, as they are battling behind him. They cannot get up there. They cannot get the draft. They cannot catch the 16. Battling 3 wide still. He went to victory lane in one of the heat races at Bristol Dirt earlier this season. Now, coming out of turn number 4 to take the checkered flag, Roberto Crown Jr. is going to win at Daytona. That 16 car puts himself not only into the top 25 in points, but into the playoffs with that with a last-minute win. Up here, we've got Christina Bell and Seth Cole battling it out for the 19th position. Seth Cole going to lose it on the outside lane. And Christina Bell is going to take it. Through the turn. Here they come to take the checkered flag. There we go. All right, we're going to go watch the 16 do his burnouts. And we'll be right back. And here he is, Roberto Crown Jr. ready to burn it down here at Daytona. The winner of the race here, and he knows he is in the playoffs. Man, I'll tell you, that 16 team has been a sleeper team all season long. And here he is now, getting ready to go into victory lane at Daytona. Goes back, about runs into the fence. It's a bit of a sharp turn there. And here he goes, the 16 of Roberto Crown Jr. going to victory lane. He pulls into Daytona's famous victory lane, and we're going to go get the results of this race. Alrighty, we're back here at Daytona. Here's your finishing results. 22 cars finished this race, which is a heck of a lot more than the Daytona 500, let me tell you. Roberto Crown Jr., I think everything would have been fine if the 4 wouldn't have blown up. Roberto Crown Jr., Jessica Shelton, Zach Rogers, Allie Rain, Charlie Buxton, Kyle Matthews, Alex Tanker, Noah Hart, Nathan Ormond, and Daniel Voiles, your top 10. RJ Bishop, Trent Dunham, Charles Buxton, James Qualls, Sky Commons, Rob Evans, Levi McIntyre, Charles Sanford, Christina Bell, and Seth Cole round out the cars that finished on the lead lap. And then Nick Gunther and Henry Sanford round out the two remaining cars one lap down. Everybody else from 23rd on down to 38 have retired, and unfortunately that includes a lot of playoff contenders, and unfortunately their championship hopes were dashed here tonight. At the end of this race, you're going to see the official standings up, the standings up until right before the reset, I believe, and then you're going to see the playoff grid and all the drivers and how many bonus points they got. So, for those of you who have made it in, congratulations, especially those who know and who are watching this video and know where they're at in points, because you can always just go back and look at the points in the previous race and do the math. Congratulations to those who made it. Congratulations to Charles Sanford. He finishes in the 18th position tonight, but he is the regular season champion. Not that that's really important because the champion isn't at the very end, but I'm just saying. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Michael Norman, the official voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, saying we're going to see you next week for the first race of the round of 16. Until we meet again.